One freezing winter morning, someone quietly dropped a thick bundle of cash into an old beggar's dented tin cup. The old man looked down. $3,000. His eyes widened in disbelief. He quickly looked up to thank the stranger, but the person was already gone, just a shadow walking away through the falling snow. The beggar had been sitting on that same street corner for years. Every day, the same routine, the same people passing by, the same small coins landing in his cup. But that night, something unusual happened. Instead of going home like always, the old man started searching the neighborhood. One by one, he found the people who had given him money that day, and to their shock, he returned 10 times what they had given. The rumor spreads. By the next morning, the story had spread across the entire neighborhood. People who had never even looked at the beggar before suddenly showed up. Some dropped $10, others dropped $50. A few even left hundreds. Some people wrote their phone numbers on the bills, just in case. And just like the day before, the old man paid them back 10 times more. Day 2, the same thing happened. Day 3, the beggar disappeared, and with him, nearly $10,000. The old man traveled to another part of the city. Late that evening, he noticed someone standing on the edge of a bridge, about to jump. The silhouette looked familiar. The beggar rushed over and grabbed him. It was the same man, the one who had dropped the $3,000 in his cup. The man laughed bitterly and explained his company had collapsed. He was buried in debt. Everything he built was gone. That $3,000 was the last money he had, so he gave it away before ending his life. The old man interrupted him. "Listen carefully," he said. "Follow exactly what I tell you for 3 months, and you'll erase your debt." The man stared at him in disbelief. A beggar teaching me how to make money? But then he shrugged. "I guess I've got nothing left to lose." The beggar began explaining. "Find a suburb with around 3,000 homes. Assume 4 people in each house. Families spend money on food every single day, especially meat, chicken, beef, things like that. On average, a family might spend about $15 a day on it. That's more than $5,000 a year per household. Multiply that by 3,000 homes." The man did the math. "That's around $16 million in yearly spending." He nodded slowly. "If I took even a small margin, that could be millions." The beggar shook his head. "Wrong approach. You will sell meat at cost price." The beggar said, "If it costs you $10, you sell it for $10. No profit." The man laughed. "That's the fastest way to go broke." The old man raised his finger. "Not if you do this part correctly. You create a membership club. People who want access to meat at cost must pay $100 per year, and when they sign up, you give them a free knife set." The man frowned. "That still costs money." The beggar smiled. "You don't buy the knives from a retail store. You order them directly from a factory. They cost about $25 each. So every membership puts $75 in your pocket. 3,000 households? That's $225,000 in cash immediately. That alone pays your rent and basic costs for the entire year. But the real money," the beggar continued, "is not the meat. You place the cheap meat freezer at the very back of the store. So every member has to walk through the entire shop to reach it. On the way they pass, fresh vegetables, milk and eggs, cheese counters, wine shelves, snacks and cereals. And most people hate making multiple stops when shopping. So once they're already inside, they grab other things too. Vegetables that cost you $1, selling for $5. Wine that costs $12, selling for $20. Snacks, dairy, household items. Meat is just the bait," the beggar said. "The profit lives everywhere else." The man started calculating again. "So if each family buys just $20 extra every visit, and I make about $7 profit from that, across 3,000 households, that's over $20,000 per day." The beggar nodded. "That's around $600,000 a month. Even after expenses, you're still a millionaire." The man stood there in silence. It felt like someone had turned the lights on in his mind. He followed the plan exactly. 3 months later, his debts were gone. The business was booming. Customers kept coming back because they believed they were getting the best deal in town. Before they parted ways, the beggar told him something he would never forget. Making money isn't about working harder. It's about building a system that keeps customers coming back. Stop chasing one-time sales. Lock in the customer, and the money follows. If you enjoyed this story and want more powerful business lessons like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to learn the exact strategy behind building businesses that reach $1 million in a year, check out the book 12 Months to $1 million. You'll find the link in the description below.